Preparing for a Successful Service Learning Experience is an online workshop created by MiraCosta College's Center for Career Studies and Services. Beginning a new service learning project can be exciting and challenging. This workshop will help you recognize the many skill sets that you will develop through your service experience, assist you in preparing for the expectations of the workplace, help you begin to develop your professional network, and ensure that you will have an enjoyable and rewarding experience. Service learning opportunities benefit both the organization as well as the student. The organization gains a fresh set of eyes that may offer new perspectives and another set of hands that will contribute to its overall success. The student benefits from the early development of the following skills: personal and interpersonal development, problem-solving skills, critical thinking skills, techniques for helping others and society, application of classroom knowledge to real-world experiences, and networking, building professional relationships with potential employers. It takes more than just good intentions to be an effective service learning student. Here are 5 traits that contribute to a successful experience. The student commits to the project and agency. The student is willing to adapt to different situations and be flexible. The student demonstrates a cheerful disposition and positive attitude. The student shows empathy for others and respects colleagues, supervisors, and the agency. There are several actions a service learning student can take to help themselves fit into their new work environment and to become a dependable part of the team. When meeting with your site supervisor for the first time, bring with you your syllabus or service learning assignment. This will help your supervisor to understand your assignment and accommodate learning objectives. Begin by becoming familiar with the agency's culture. Pay attention to agency norms on dress and communication and work styles. Pay attention to how the staff interact with each other as well as with the clients they serve. When you begin your hours, be sure to establish a regular schedule and follow through. Your maturity, dependability, and organizational skills will shine through when you have a clearly laid out schedule of your work hours and you consistently show up on time. Be sure to ask questions and listen more. When you aren't sure how you are to approach a task, or you aren't sure what to do after you have completed a task, be sure to ask your supervisor. Listen carefully when instructions are given, and feel free to take notes if needed. An effective service learning student isn't afraid to admit mistakes and ask for feedback. Keeping the lines of communication open is an important action for building trusting relationships. Be sure to respect clients' privacy and abide by the organization's rules on confidentiality. Many organizations have formal rules on confidentiality, while others may have just an informal set of guidelines. Be sure either way to honor that organization's policies by not disclosing client information to anyone outside the agency, including through your final course project or presentation. Lastly, an effective service learning student displays enthusiasm and a professional work ethic. Having a positive attitude can help alleviate workplace stress and contribute to a happier work environment. To create a lasting positive impression, remember that first impressions count, and your attire is a big part of how you are first viewed. Make your first impression one that says you are professional, responsible, and ready to contribute. Dress according to the company's dress code, and feel free to ask your agency contact or college supervisor for more details if needed. Some attire that should not be worn in most work settings include revealing clothing such as halter tops, pants that drop below the hips, low-cut tops, torn or ripped clothing, strong cologne or perfume, flip-flops, and shirts displaying vulgar or inappropriate phrases or images. If you have tattoos, check with the site supervisor as to whether high collar or long sleeve shirts should be worn. When in doubt about an organization's specific dress code or policy, students should feel free to ask either their agency contact or their service learning office for details. Here are a few professional etiquette do's and don'ts to remember. If you are going to be absent or late, do contact your supervisor ahead of time to allow for personnel coverage to be scheduled. Be sure to maintain a professional level of communication and avoid using slang. Do show initiative by being a self-starter. Look for other ways to contribute when you have finished your specific tasks. Most importantly, show enthusiasm for your role in the organization. A positive attitude is contagious. Do not talk with or text friends while working. Instead, keep your cell phone on silent during project work hours. Do not participate in office gossip. Maintaining positive relationships with everyone allows you to leave with a lasting good impression. A service learning experience may be your first step into the professional work world, or you may already have a rich work history. Regardless, a service learning experience will help you develop some of the key skills valued by employers. Recognizing this will give you a head start in looking for projects or opportunities that will build upon these skills. Some of the top skills employers look for are teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, oral and written communication skills, flexibility, initiative, and leadership and organizational skills. There are many things you can do to enhance your service learning experience. Here are a few actions that you should consider. Be sure to learn about the organization's mission and goals. Prior to starting your service experience, research the agency or organization through its website, as well as sites such as LinkedIn.com, Vault.com, and Glassdoor.com to get a big picture view of the agency's mission and goals. This research will help you walk in the first day having a good idea of who you will be working for and what they aim to achieve each day. Also, ask questions and ask for help if needed. This is your opportunity to contribute to the company and to grow as a professional. Dive in and ask the questions that will promote your understanding of your role and help you become a successful part of the team. Next, get to know the staff and their individual roles. Your service experience is a great chance to learn about the different positions within the agency and industry. You can also begin to develop relationships for your professional network that will be very helpful when you are job hunting or in need of a letter of reference. Reach out in a friendly and enthusiastic manner and ask questions that will help you learn more about what they do. Be sure to write down supervisors' names and contact information to include in your networking contacts. Consider setting personal goals for your learning experience. While some companies or organizations may have a specific set of tasks for their service learners to accomplish, others may not. It is a good idea to set some personal goals that you would like to accomplish. Having goals to strive for will give you a greater sense of accomplishment when your learning experience is over. When possible, say yes to all opportunities to learn more about the organization or school setting. Volunteer to attend company trainings, retreats, or professional conferences. These events can deepen your understanding of specialized areas in your field and give further opportunities to meet industry professionals outside of the agency or company. Lastly, keep a log or portfolio of the projects you have worked on. Keep copies of everything so that you can put them in your resume or portfolio. Find opportunities to contribute to actual projects, such as creating flyers, organizing an event, writing an article for the company newsletter, or creating marketing materials. As you approach your last few weeks of your service learning experience, be sure to ask your supervisors if you can list them as professional references for your future career endeavors. Obtain their business cards or write down their phone numbers, job titles, email addresses, and the correct spelling of their names. If you have worked hard and made a great impression, they should be happy to become a reference for you. Lastly, write down your role and title, and note your key tasks and any major accomplishments. Be sure to include your service learning experience on your resume. All professional experience, whether paid or unpaid, can be included. Now that you have completed our Preparing for a Successful Service Learning Experience workshop, you may want to consider viewing our other online workshops on resume writing and how to apply for jobs and internships. The Career Center also has other in-person workshops on topics such as using social media for job search, interviewing techniques, and creating a resume. You can request a workshop schedule by emailing the Career Center at careers@miracosta.edu, or you can stop by our Career Center to pick up a hard copy of the schedule. The Career Center is located in Building 3700 on the Oceanside campus. Good luck with your service learning experience. We look forward to working with you in the future.